Welcome to Event VODs. These are the best highlights of today's LTA 2025 matchup.
That can either frontline or threaten back in the Mbessa, and then AP carry and
really
AP.
bad, and it feels great for Contracts because at the end of the day, he gets that 6-camp clear just with one of his opponent's camps.
B-Boy taking some damage here, has to get back away from Jan and Core JJ. Zeyzal going in for a big engage there with a flash, but he does not find it. Core JJ answering with a summoner spell.
That is very important because Teal needs that point of power in the bot lane. They've really come to rely on them.
All right, looks like we're going to handshake our first couple objectives here. Nobody's really rotating to either one of them to help the junglers, and the junglers have just decided to go for opposite ends of the map. Umpty working on those grubs, but instead deciding to leave the third grub and maybe come down to challenge for the Drake instead. Maybe it's not such a polite gentleman's agreement, but now APA is going to be in trouble. Contracts going in for the flash engage. Follow-up from Zeyzal. It ain't going to matter. Seismic shove right on back, and Zeyzal's in danger. Core JJ locks him up. Umpty beats him down. Team Liquid is ready to answer the challenge, but Shopify ain't done yet. Core wanted to go for the dredge line, but does not find it. APA hops off the wall, and he's ready to ball. Contracts falls. Jan picking that one up, and Team Liquid just came out so far on top in that play.
Yeah, that is massive.
Like, we see a lot of when they're at their peak. That's why everybody kind of scratched their head a little bit when Jet said coordination over to Shopify. But now, right as I'm praising them, APA in trouble. Shopify going in, looking for a bit of a payday here. They really want to make sure B-Boy gets it, and he will.
My bad.
Well, they are going to lose probably at least one plate down on the bot side. Umpty will get that final grub up on top side, so that is going to be their second of the third kind of groups of objectives, or whatever you want to call it. But
yeah.
Fudge just used the public execution. He's going all out.
Yeah, Fudge wants this, and Impact could be in some serious danger now that Contracts is ready to join, but Impact doing a good job getting away to the safety of his team. Now wants to turn it around back onto Contracts. That Electro Harpoon misses. Core JJ wants the dredge line. Contracts low. Impact still barely alive, and he will keep himself going.
You have no armor, so it is going to be very, very scary, and we'll see if Fudge can get out of this one, because he is just getting absolutely cooked. When the 1v1's looking that bad and you built for the 1v1, you're going to have a tough game.
Yeah, that's the problem with that top lane play, just barely losing out, not having the damage by inches. Means that Impact is now pulling so far ahead. Umpty wanted to jump in here. You can see the audacious charge of the minion. If the wind becomes lightning, then hits, he can slow him.
I feel like I rarely get value.
All right, Fudge is going in for Impact yet again. There's help nowhere near as close as it was in the previous instance. Contracts is ready to rock and roll, and Impact is down to 200 HP. The Equalizer wants to bring Fudge with him, but it ain't going to happen. APA and Umpty want to make it a delayed 1-for-1, and yes, sir, they will. Seismic shove into the unraveled earth, into the wind becomes lightning. It's the whole elemental shish.
Making the move because no one's answering Palafox as he was pushing in mid lane. APA, used that teleport to get down there. This is going to be the Dragon as well, so that should be the feats of strength here, grabbed by TL. It's a good kill there onto Fudge, but feels like not enough with the position of this game. You can see B-Boy going to be pushing out top side, but APA answering in kind down on that bot side, and TL just feel like they're getting further and further.
What is the strongest type of advantages to having League of Legends, and those things being range and move speed, right? Doesn't matter how much damage you have if you can't apply the damage, and those are the stats that help you apply your damage more freely and in a greater variety of situations.
Especially at a high level, right? Move speed and and range, I think, are less powerful when you are less good at the game, because you're going to miss position.
If you're just going to stand still and shoot, it doesn't matter how fast you walk.
But at the pro level, when people are utilizing it to dodge all your skills, and when they're faster than you, they're just spacing your autos and making it incredibly hard to actually chase them down, but also incredibly difficult to escape.
Deal with. Very strong stuff, as Shopify are going to start up the Rift Herald for themselves. They have lost every neutral objective on the map so far in the first 16 minutes of gameplay. They would really like to change that right here, being down 6 grubs, down 2 drakes, down 3,000 gold. They need to mop this one up nice and quick, and yes, sir, they will. However, Team Liquid's just saying, okay, take the turret-taking tool. We'll just take the turrets.
Yeah, exactly. And they even got a lot of damage down on that tier 2 tower, because APA had a ton of free time there, and now he's going to come mid, and they're going to pressure here. Yep,
they cut off B-Boy and Zeyzal from being able to reinforce at the tier 1 turret. Contracts is a little bit too close, taking a ton of damage here. They need a little bit more for the kill, and APA got paid. Nicely done from Team Liquid. Only needs a little bit more now.
Agree completely, and the reality is, Otacon's a lot harder to throw than it is at Baron. Baron is just a way more dangerous objective, and Baron, as that 20-minute objective that we always had in the past, you always thought, okay, well, if they go too early, you can kind of kill them. Otacon, as long as you're dodging the abilities, really doesn't do that much. It's very easy to tank up. You can even solo it on some champions pretty comfortably. It's just slow, so it's going to be very difficult for Shopify to find a way back in here. And Otacon, I think, would almost certainly seal the deal from a position like this. They're going to be able to grab another dragon as well, so they're going to be on soul point here. Otacon's going to be coming up, and Shopify basically is already finding themselves in a one-fight game.
Before his teleport is ready, Contract singing the same song about his flash, but there might not even be time. Yawn getting away from Fudge, who wanted to make the move over in the mid lane, but instead it's going to be turned around by Team Liquid. A little bit more damage gets it done, and Fudge is first to die. Umpty flashing back away with a Crescent Guard, keeping him alive. A big equalizer comes down over top, and Zazel ain't going anywhere. APA is ready to jump right back into the fight. The unraveled earth set down in place as Palafox tries some fancy feet, but the rain of arrows find him regardless.
Swing, but it does not land. I think we might have just seen the knockout punch there from TL. They're going to be right back to Otacon. They lose no one. They get all the kills. Respawn now, so you can't just like full end and then TP back instantly and do something. You have to be a little bit more careful with it. We're going to see an engage though.
Well, speaking of careful, Umpty might need a little bit more care here. Does buy himself plenty of time with that ultimate, then the blast cone gets him back over.
Play very aggressively with it. You can see Core is positioning behind them. They just want to fight right now.
Yeah, they're just jumping in for it. Team Liquid's ready to go, and they've got to be careful on Shopify's side. A ton of pressure into the back already as B-Boy's popping the barrier, just trying to get away, but Core JJ got him. Contracts wants to escape, but the Maokai, flash or not, he's done, man. Team Liquid killing off the enemy carry plus jungle. Sidesteps the piercing arrow, but it's not going to happen. Long range from Yawn sends the message that this tier 2 is the focus for TL, and Shopify just don't have the men to try to defend. Instead, Core JJ goes fishing and caught himself a Contracts. Easy turret, easy kill on the jungler. Team Liquid's going straight to it, and Shopify knows, man, this one's done.
Yeah, I mean, this one's pretty much been all done but the crying ever since they lost that fight before Otacon. They're still going to try. Only way you come back in a game like this, even if it's a 1% chance, is fight your way out, so they have to try to see if they can find something here.
Ooh, Fudge wanted to find something, but that execution was not public. Core JJ on the front line now as Zazel's knocked back by the seismic shove. Yawn's on a rampage, and here goes this giant Weaver's Wall yet again. Palafox shoved right back into the unraveled earth, and APA's taking the kill there. Easy stuff for TL. 2 more kills for no answer on Shopify. A 13-2.
Umpty and Impact pushing up that top lane. You can see Core and Yawn pushing in mid lane. There's just no defense being mounted anywhere here for Shopify. You really just got to kind of choose your moment, see if you can find a way in. But not really any sort of an engage, so you can imagine them winning from this point. And TL are just going to go full court press. You can see all 3 lanes right now getting pushed up. APA going to be down. You have to just be thinking about game 2 and kind of what your adjustments are going to be for that second game, how you really want to try to come back in this series.
Team Liquid ready to put an end to this first one. Pressure onto the top side. Maokai ulti shot out by Contracts, but doesn't really find an opportunity to do a whole lot. He flashes in for the twisted advance. Impact is the target. He's going to try to take somebody with him, and he does get 1. Impact is down, but so is the tier 3 turret. So is Palafox. So is Contracts. So is Shopify's chances at this game, and Zazel along with him for the cherry on top. A double kill for both the carries on Team Liquid. Only B-Boy is left, and these structures are getting bulldozed. TL ran the rift from start to finish. Ever since that dragon fight, Shopify didn't have a prayer. 17-3, not even 30 minutes on the clock. TL takes game 1.
All right, TL, there's been some criticism thrown your way after last week, but they're coming out here and they're